Bossman here with another Crawler Innovations video. We are out here today at the White Oak Remote Control Scale Rock Crawling Park. This is my first time here. It's honestly such a beautiful place. Look at all this stuff we got here, all these different rocks, all these different difficulties in the course. You know, we're surrounded by a dog park over here. We got a splash park over here, bathrooms everywhere, baseball park, nature. Sometimes there's horses out here. Just what a beautiful place. What a beautiful place to be. This type of place that, you know, that the city shows that they appreciate the hobbies of the collective, so to speak. And it's just where people come to enjoy the hobby, you know. But what do I know? I was only on Dr. Phil 5 times.
Wait a minute. Dr. Phil? Like, how am I supposed to believe from there? Tell me more.
I was in the audience, but technically I was on the video, you know, at least 5 times. I've made it to like the pit, so to speak. So I was like in the second row. But
Did you film this in Dallas?
They film it, I forget the name now that we're doing a video. I forget the name of the place, but
Okay.
it's
okay.
like
But it's in the Dallas area.
it's mid-cities.
Okay.
So it's free, and it's on Tuesdays. So if you have a Tuesday off, you know, just drive over. South Lake is where it's at.
This is so interesting.
And he flies in his helicopter and he lands and he don't really wave. He gets rushed in the Escalade to drive 100 feet. But it's a fun experience for sure. You know, you get to see everybody be on TV. So I'm trying to hit a PR of like 17 episodes, but
That's a good number. That's solid.
it's a fun fact, you know, for the bio online and stuff.
For sure. What a segue.
Absolutely. So tell me about this place, boss.
Oh, this is the White Oak RC Crawler Park, and it was started, I don't remember how many years now, but I know that it initially started with Big Mike's Toys and Hobbies. He was able to work with the city to get the location secured, and then the East Texas Radio Controlled Crawler Club came together, and other people from the community donated rock and time and money and helped build this up. And then Crawler Innovations has added to this park twice in the last 5 years with several dump truck loads worth of rock, and then working with the city manager and park director, as well as community service workers that they organized, and then their heavy equipment to help set the rocks pretty much how they've been for at least the last 2 years, if not longer. And a lot of this was originally set up for running activated outlaw competition crawlers. That is a how would you say, that was a sanctioning body that Crawler Innovations created back in 2018. So that's activatedoutlaw.org is the website for it. And so it has scale rules, which are, quote, activated classes, and then there's the competition classes, which are more like the robotic trucks and stuff. That, I guess, it's just weird because life changes, so what was in one thing is now different in classes, but either way, that's how they're set up. And there's so there's free downloads for score sheets, free downloads for like a master list for the judging. What else? But yeah, either way, that's because we were using the park pretty much the first Saturday of every month from roughly 2018 up until 2021, and hosting competitions here and get-togethers for people. And so then, it, like anything, there was some burnout and some other things that had come up in life, and we stepped back from it. And we've not really used the park in terms of Crawler Innovations or Activated Outlaw, but we do know that other people have. And so, like, we know that the needs of the park are kind of changing as people are, you know, obviously there's just different genres of cars. You have, you know, 1/24ths all the way up to 6 scale. And some of these rocks were set up more for competition crawlers or superclass crawlers, which I really wonder how many we see out here. And if you're watching the video, I think it's a perfect thing to comment your input in the park, because Big Mike's Toys and Hobbies, and then another local gentleman, Brandon Vogel, on Facebook, they're organizing a meeting, and they want to have more people from the community come together as well to discuss possible ideas for the park, how to improve it, what would make it better. One of the ideas that I had already put up forth today in talking with Jay Tennyson and my cameraman Bossman about this was if it's too expensive to bring out the electrical, and putting in lights and other aspects of that because of where the electrical would need to come from. I think one of the best benefits to the park would be, a pavilion. If we could just put a covering over this so that we would have shade from not only the sun but also the rain, and that would be a good use of either donated funds or because I know that the park budget is pretty much tapped out this year based on conversations I've had with the park manager. But things can change, and the video really is about just wanting to let you know this is out here, that that it exists, that we want you need to come out and enjoy it, because it's really fun to come out to this place and just see all generations out here RC crawling, and then to go to sit on the picnic bench here and you can just see broken parts from somebody's last repair, and it's just you're in an RC place. It's in a safe place. It's a comfortable place. So I just want to encourage you to get involved, as well as thank the people that have already been involved with this to even make this possible. We're still at White Oak City Park, and just wanted to share my passion for the park and for the community. I'm really grateful for this location, and it's one of my favorite parks to come to in East Texas. I really personally don't use it as much as I think I should, because for whatever reasons the last few years I haven't, but I'm grateful that others do. And the fact that it is such a community-based park, this is a wonderful opportunity to contact Big Mike's Toys and Hobbies and Brandon Vogel and find out more about whatever meetings they're planning and coming together, because it's with an organized manpower, we can get a lot done in one day and really make a difference to what we already have without having to invest funds. We can just manpower goes a long way, and we're standing by the what's been dubbed the killer pile, or the rig killer, like just broken parts, and then it's really tough because it's such a choppy pile. It is what it is. I think one, at the time, we didn't want to tear up the grass more than we could, as well as a lot of this was set up for comp crawlers. It wasn't really set up for scale trucks, and so that's one of the reasons why it's so difficult. But there's not a lot of people that come out here and do it anymore. So we've got a wonderful opportunity coming up through this meeting, through organizing together and allowing our community to blossom and really grow, because we're lucky to have this facility, and if we make it better for all of us, more people will come and enjoy it, and hopefully that'll open up other opportunities within the park to do more RC, because honestly the park's been open. I'm not sure how much of the area behind me is seen, but that open grass, the city has been very open to making some type of a pump track or a basher park for RC cars to have their jumps, but it needs to be public. It needs to be community, because you're going to have children that live in the homes surrounding the park, and they're going to be on it. So it can't be something that's so pristine or RC only, where it can't get used by others. They may ride their bikes on it or that sort of thing. So if you've got ideas for that, maybe that's something else that could be talked about this year. And just because again, White Oak's been very open to RC in general, no matter what it is. And we're lucky, because not every city is like that. Tyler is a bad example of it. But it is what it is. And thank you for your time. Thank you for coming out here. Thank you for your support of Crawler Innovations, buying our products and allowing us to be able to purchase these rocks and give back to the community. And I know we've not discussed it or ever really publicly broadcast, our involvement with this, because sometimes it's not about it's not about the public shine. It's what are we actually doing in reality? What's tangible? What's going to build a legacy for the area? And as well as the area has been really good to me. I'm very, very thankful for East Texas and what Crawler Innovations has allowed me to accomplish in my life, and the healing that it's brought, the knowledge that it's brought, as well as the opportunity to speak to all of you. And your attention is valuable, it's well respected, and I thank you. Have a good day.
And And me myself, I'm personally not from the Tyler area. I mean, I'm loving the country out here, just the different culture it has from the city. You know, you have the birds chirping in the background. You know, it's I'm very appreciative of this area that's been set aside, so to speak, for this hobby. Because you know, how hard would it have been for them to just expand this dog park and just double the size, and then this isn't here. You know what I mean? But so I guess in a weird way, I just want to thank everybody who came together to even put this. Let me turn off the controller. To put this all together, you know, because it's kind of like when you're a kid and you see like a jungle gym or the playground for the first time or the skate park for the first time. You know, you come around that corner over there and you see this place is made for this hobby that you love, that you enjoy, that you share camaraderie with. You know, you pull up, you got some friends maybe you haven't seen in a couple years, you got some new kids over here driving around. Like what a beautiful sanctuary, so to speak. Oh, there goes the lizard. I've been trying to see a lizard all day. Yeah, there's a bunch of those here too. It's chill. But you know, Edmundo was able to get out of the truck, say hi to some friends, eat some lunch under those nice trees over there, and just enjoy this beautiful day. And honestly, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. You know, some people might drive by, see a pile of rocks. Some people might drive by and just see a great community that's growing and a place that you can decompress, that you can bring the kids safely and not have to worry about anything. You know, it's long story short, and to put an end to my babbling, I appreciate all of y'all who came together to make this place come true, make this place come alive.
Since we were at the White Oak City Park, we wanted to stop by and at least check out Big Mike's Toys and Hobbies. They're celebrating 35 years in business this June, and yeah, I mean, you got to come and check out this establishment. There is all kinds of toys and hobbies in this place, as well as their involvement, at least in opening up the making the connections at the city of White Oak and making it possible to get in the RC Crawler Park built on the city park. So thank you. This is basically an East Texas institution type of thing. You definitely want to check it out if you're in the Longview area. Thank you. Bye. guess what we found when we come into this liquor store today. Wait till you see the B-roll, and the owner and the family that operate this place are amazing. What a truly unique experience, especially in line with all the other RC related stuff that's happening today. Very cool. Peace.
Yeah, my wife thinks it's fine. She likes it that I have something to do, but I think she feels that I put too much effort, time, and effort to it. But I think all in all, I think she enjoyed that. At least I have something to do.
Exactly. Anything you're passionate about, though. I mean, that's.
Well, for me, she
Such a joy
feel,
in
which I
life.
kind of agree with that, kind of all borderline hoarding the hobbies. But that's all I do. I don't hoard anything else other than just planes and stuff, you know. But eventually, I will have to get rid of it. You know, because the state is intended to expand the highway.
Really?
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff will have to move it or get rid of it, sell it cheap.
So are they taking this spot altogether?
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Yeah, the new right of way is coming to the back of the store, so
Oh, that's terrible.
So-
When's that supposed to happen?
we don't know. Yeah. But so the whole process of making this past 10 years, 15 years that I was told.
How old is it?
So this engine, if I'm not mistaken, is back in the 80s.
Wow. Yeah.
And then they changed to a newer design in the late 90s.
Okay. And does it run right now?
I have not started yet.
Okay.
You just clean it up. I just hadn't had time to take it out. So I bought it really cheap. So the engine, like I said, was just garbage. I didn't think anything of it. For $20, and I just clean it all out and just let them get it wrong.
Or what it's something like this worth running?
Probably $80.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can buy a brand new one for like $200. Not too expensive.
Okay.
Yeah. This one here is a gas motor, one you run on gasoline. Yeah, this is made by a Chinese engine company called JC Evo. It's a 28cc gasoline motor.
Wow.
Yeah, this is an old kit that we bought a while ago. Yeah, and I'm just putting them all together, mix them all up.